As a survivalist, you can have a whole shed full of tools, and on that day it may not be enough. You can be an expert with a knife, and it still isn't good enough. You can have the biggest, baddest rifle in the world, but that ain't enough. So on the day that the death angel comes for you, the Grim Reaper comes, what is going to save your life? If not the tools, if not the weapons, if not money, what might save your life? Well, one specific incident, a slow woman saved my life. I married this woman in 1973. And she was a pokey woman. She didn't walk as fast as I did, and I'd get frustrated with her. But be that as it may, so when my daughter became a senior, they had a senior party for them. It was a non-alcoholic party. My wife and I, as we quite often did, sponsored such events. We're there to protect them. And with that in mind, we went over to the YMCA for that senior party. Well, at the time, they had a pretty steep parking lot. Well, we pulled in about halfway up the thing, and I got out of the car, and I walked up as I usually do. Now, most of the time, I would stand at the edge of the car waiting for Pokey, my wife, to get out of the car and come on over. Then we'd walk down to the YMCA door and go on in together. That night, for whatever reason, I walked in front of the car. I walked in front of the car and was waiting for the wife, looking back for her and wishing she'd hurry up. And about that time, whoosh, right behind me came a car. It had broke loose from the top of the car, or top of the hill, and it come rushing down, and there was a car parked over here and my car that I pulled in. And I never pull in right next to a car. I pull in, always give it a space in between the two cars. Well, that car broke loose and went in between that car and this car and rolled on down and crashed into a car down by the YMCA. And it was just an incredible thing how quiet it was. Only the tires rolling made any noise at all. And how it didn't hit either car. It could have, if it had hit this car, it would have broken my legs, because it at least pushed it far enough to hit and break my legs. If I'd have been standing where I normally do, it would have run over and killed me. If my wife would have been faster, we'd have both come together, and there's a good chance we would have been down a ways, and the door at an angle, it would have run directly over us and killed both of us. And so that night I was saved by a slow woman, and perhaps my guardian angel had something to do with it, and I thank her too, or him. Be that as it may, you can never figure every angle. And so it's good to be ready and consider every day may be your last here on earth. Because I've seen a lot of my friends, they prepared for World War III. And they had every weapon you can imagine and training to boot. And it didn't matter. Either a car accident or cancer or something else got them. So I hope you're ready to meet the Maker on any given day. And I hope it's a long time down the road. Rate this film.